Over to Dina and Sid.
All right, thank you so much, Faiza. Okay, Sid's going to show us something that's going to seem like it was shot pre-pandemic. It's going to seem surreal, but it happened yesterday.
Devo, you watched this game yesterday?
I watched it beginning to end.
What on earth is happening in Texas?
Oh, dear.
Now, I've asked that
shouldn't
question 400 times in my life. Never gotten a straight answer. The video that emerged from the Jays game in Arlington, Texas, the result was not the story. The Jays are 3-1. They look great without George Springer. This visual of nearly 40,000 people packed like sardines in Globe Life Field, and most of them without masks. You could literally see people behind home plate in the most cramped quarters possible, eating nachos and drinking mojitos with no masks.
Is that the beverage of choice in Texas? They
I'm
go for
assuming.
a mojito?
I'm assuming.
Mojito.
Also, their favorite drink, denial.
Yes.
So this video, again, this is hands down the biggest crowd to get together in North America at a major league sporting event for the past year. It kind of shook everyone to their core. Devo, your thoughts? I still can't quite fathom that.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's the first sporting event in North America to have 100% capacity. So just about, as you said, about 38 and change, 1,000 people. Masks had to be worn as you entered the field. So Texas has a no mask mandate. You could walk around the whole state and not wear a mask. If you go into a store, it's up to that store. It's up to that building, that venue. So that venue said, hey, you walk in, you got to wear a mask. But when you're in your seats doing what you do, you don't have to wear one at all.
No, they said only while eating. You're allowed to remove your...
Okay, eating and drinking.
Which is all you do, by the way, at a baseball game, is you eat and you drink.
Completely again. People are like, okay, well, Texas, you know, the vaccination rollout must be good. 16% of Texans, 29 million population, have been vaccinated.
Only
16%.
Fully vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
And if you're under the age of 16, there's no approval for vaccines. So any kids that were there are not vaccinated. However, looking at this, do you not see some sense of normalcy? That there's hope in the future when you see that crowd? When you see that crowd, were you getting anxiety?
I have anxiety. This is the pendulum swinging the other way. Two wrongs do not make a right.
Is it though? Because
yes,
you got to remember how we've lived here in Toronto. Toronto Central is very different than how the rest of the world has lived.
Let's watch 2 weeks from now and see what happens to the rate numbers. Let's hope I'm wrong, okay, for the sake of these people's lives who feel that it's safe to do so. But there is this, you've seen it. You were out walking and you had your mask on the weekend. You told me about it.
Yeah, on Sunday it was
I've seen
jammed.
it. People are at parks. They're like a false sense of security. I'm outside. Off goes the mask. Kids are milling about at the park. Parents are catching up to one another because you're outside. But with that many people mingling, you are playing with fire at a time when this thing keeps changing.
Right, but for argument's sake, what I'm saying is here, right? But I'm saying outside of here and what we're seeing, it's different. The rest of the world has been different over the last year. We're a little bit slower, a little bit behind. You touched on that earlier, Sid, you and Faiza, when you were talking about the school closures and the vaccination rollouts that are happening here. We're a little bit different in this city than there is in the rest of the world. I'm not saying that's okay, and I'm ready for that yet.
You just said they're vaccinated.
But Texas has been doing it they've just been going wild the whole time.
They have bowed to big. Their governor, Greg Abbott, has bowed to big business a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he's making a calculation, because these are elected officials we're talking about. Health, business. The Ford government's trying to kind of keep an even playing field here. It's difficult. But down in Texas, they are brazen with it. They're in your face. We care about business. We really don't care about the 5,000 new cases in Texas yesterday, or any of the healthcare workers who've had to deal with an incredible amount of people who are no longer here anymore in the state of Texas. See, that's what bothers me. That's disrespectful to the other side of that.
Yeah.
We've been through hell and back, and we're still going through. And it's about filling up a baseball park? Are you serious? That just blew me away.
Yeah, it's their way of life has been very different than ours. That's what I'm saying. So when you look at that, do you think about the future and say, hey, one day we're going to get there? We're going to get to the point where we have those fans. That's going to be the Rogers Center. Can we get some hope with that? Speaking of hope, do we have this video? I just really want to show this because my favorite moment from the game is the bromance between Bo Bichette and Vlad Guerrero Jr. I need a nice moment here.
Let's wrap this
Can we just
up
get
with a
this?
nice
Because I
moment.
need a little shoulder squeeze from Vlad just to make everything feel better.
That's nice.
That will make everything better in life, right?
Dee, are you looking forward to that day again when you go on a date, you roll up to a movie theater and you do the shoulder squeeze?
Yeah, sure.
That's nice.
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a Devo move, the
No,
shoulder
I was just
squeeze.
saying, I was even just the bro hug from Vlad when I go to interview him. That's what I was hoping for as well. Coming up, you get bro hugs, romantic hugs. You can do the happy dance and do anything you want when you win some money. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
This
Yeah,
happening
we got
today?
this. We got this.
This
Yeah,
happened?
I feel good.
Okay.
You know, people that like to put things out into the atmosphere. You follow that thing?
In the
Positive
ether?
thought?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna do what's it called? The manifest or whatever.
Yes, manifest destiny?
Yes.
Very
That. $3,000 today is yours. I am calling you. You will answer. You will win that money, and we will all be happy.
No, you will answer correctly.
Yes, with I Wake Up with BT within
Yes.
4 rings, $3,000. If you have not signed up, what are you waiting for? This is easy, free money. bttoronto.ca/contests. We'll call you just after 8 o'clock. Good luck. I feel good about it.
That's a huge chunk of change. $3,000?
That's not a chunk of change.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just a chunk.
That's a chunk.
Yeah,
That's a cha-ching.
chunk.
Okay.
It's a large amount of money.
Some chunky cash
I love
giveaway
it.
today.
I love it.
Okay.
All right, Steph. Big money this morning. Good morning to you.